Hello, Holy One. Hello, hello. Welcome to this space. Welcome to this space. So, if you're someone who utilizes vocabulary, definitions, terminology, word usage, jargon that is engaging a spiritual interpretation of the world and yourself, that's what I mean by that, To say read the room, it's like a different definition in a sense. I love it. And fascinating mindset also to offer ourselves is the understanding that we do have, yes, yes, definitions, interpretations, even mindsets that will hold upon a certain space of experience as human, but we will hold them from a different vantage point than we held them before. So even the way we looked at time when we were 5, do you remember time when you were 5? For me, I don't even really remember it as much in my own being, but then being a mom of a 5-year-old, I would remember it being like time was relayed in a term my 5-year-old could process. So how much longer? 2 more TV shows. You know what I mean? So the 5-year-old's interpretation and mindset level is processing where it's at. And the way we processed time when we were 5 has changed. And then when we were 25, do you remember when you were 25? If you're here and you're 25, you got a good idea. You're here today. But if you are here and you're not 25, you're remembering it. Think about how you thought about time when you were 25. And there's all this energy moving in the solar plexus, so it's quite lovely. Just allowing. Yes. So when we were 25 and we were, just dealing with time, contemplating time, the way we interpreted time, that's a fascinating space, the 25-year space. For me, it was maybe feeling like I had forever in front of me. Does that make sense? When I was 25, I had forever in front of me. Yes. And at the same time, I was also registering my world yes, in a much more compartmentalized way than I register my world now. So that's kind of interesting, the connectivity of that as well. Feeling like you have forever in front of you, but your world is kind of more boxed. That was me at 25. And then, yeah. Interesting. This is, you should have your own take, of course, right? This is just mine. But 40s, when I was in my 40s, and I can remember time beginning to feel as if it was moving faster and faster. I didn't feel like I had forever anymore. I felt like I was trying to keep up with time. And it was elusive in a sense. And if I were to articulate what I process time as now, in connectivity with my personal human life, and I think this is a cool thing to be able to say. You may be able to say it as well. But now my process of time from this variation point of myself is I'm timeless. I'm beyond time. That's a fascinating little space we just took ourselves to. Thank you for creating it. Thank you for creating it. Let's see what we're going to look at today. Okay, look, I made some notes. You know how sometimes I just make them and then we just talk about them and allow, right? So we're going to do that. Some of this we've already talked about before. We've been here before in this class. But again, we revisit. We allow the space, and we're coming in at a variation point we weren't the last time we were here. So we're going to allow that as well. And we're going to go as deep as we want to take ourselves. Yes. So the first sentence I wrote to talk about today is vibrational fields of existence are completely available to you. Variations of innumerable. Yes. Innumerable connection points, innumerable vibrational fields of existence are completely available to you, to me, to us. The individualized connectivity is your design. That was not always a accurate statement in the understanding of human history. And that's not a judgment. It's just a pocket of information we can allow if we choose with the interpretation you hold. But vibrational fields of existence completely available to you, that is more true now than ever before. They were always available to us, but I didn't know they were there. I don't know about you, but I didn't know when I was, a younger person or middle, like teenager, young adult, young mom. Besides a good sci-fi film that would stretch my imagination, my reality was pretty solidified in believing this was it. Like, and the variation points didn't exist. What do I mean by that? Vibrational fields of existence completely available to you, realizing the creator being point of view within the creator being reference point within ourselves. Like, I realized that. Do you remember? I won't even say I know the moment or the day even. I remember the day I began to remember, but I can't say I remember the day I landed it. But do you remember, and maybe you came in this way, and that's an incredible thing to be able to say. You came out of the womb like this and you never lost it. But do you remember living your whole life knowing you were creating your reality? I'm just curious. Is this like a kind of a newer space of connection for you as well? That you're creating your realities and that the realities are limitless? These are vibrational fields of existence. I love those words. Let's let our collective unit of connectivity here, amplify them and bless those words. They're available to us. They're available to all of humanity. Vibrational fields of existence. Vibrational fields of existence. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for thinking it. Thank you for feeling it. Because the moment you did, the moment I did, the moment we did, that space of awareness, connectivity, if you will, to that alignment, that thought, that availability, it expanded. It expanded in the field because we placed focus on it, and it expanded for us individually, and it expanded for the whole, the collective in general. Vibrational fields of existence completely available to you. That's important, completely. You guys are pioneers. I'm a pioneer. Ground crew member. Origination points. And there's clearing going on in the right eye. We're here initiating, hear the word please. We're here in these lives we've designed, initiating the complete availability of the vibrational fields of existence. They have not been available to humanity. And it's not because this bad thing was happening to humanity, or this separation thing was happening to humanity. It's because the evolution of humanity was happening to humanity. Can we own that one together as well? It was the evolution of humanity. It is the evolution of humanity that's happening to humanity. Why? Why is that important? Because we've taken ourselves out of victimhood mode the minute we said that. And we say, this is where we're supposed to be. And we say, this is what we're supposed to do. And we say, this is why we came. Yes. And the minute we do that, those vibrational fields of existence, that's when the completely available clicks in and comes on. Because we energetically, by those mindsets, by those words, by those connection points of belief, of knowing, we just clicked on. It's all resonance, you know. Yes. It's all resonance. And resonance is an incredibly fascinating and exciting thing. Do you like, okay, let's do this, okay? Do you like, yes, the feeling? It has a feeling. It has a feeling. Please follow me to this space. Say the word, feel into it. Fascinating. Whisper it, think it. Fascinating. Fascinating. Like put some flair on it, you know. Fascinating. Now, do you feel it? Do you feel there's a vibration inside of the word fascinating? Do you feel it? Yes. Yes, fascinating. Yes. And of course, there can be all different types of, layups, like connections chosen to what you're going to feel. But that's the power of you as a creator being. So fascinating and exciting are two really powerful vibrational alignments of focus we can hold with this concept of vibrational fields of existence being completely available to us, individually and collectively. Limitless, innumerable vibrational fields of existence. Limitless, innumerable. I like the way those words feel as well. And when we're feeling words that we're saying, and when we're feeling words that we're thinking, yes, those spaces, that's when the completely available aligns. And we've talked about this before as well, but let's do it. Focus expands. Focus is the key. What you focus on expands. The minute you think about a space, a person, an alignment, an experience, that space, person, alignment, experience is pinged in some way. And we're getting into this even more. I mean, like now it's becoming quite trippy cool, you know. So one of you was writing me the other day or leaving me a message on a DM, voice message. And I didn't know it yet because I was asleep when you were leaving me the message. And it was, I remember thinking of the person and feeling their presence in a nice, loving way and just sending them love because just thinking of, you know that, doesn't that happen to you? Where you just think of somebody and you just feel love because you love the person, you know, in general, it's a lovely connection. And so when they cross your thought, your mind, your being, you just feel love, right? And you know, maybe if it pings you at a deeper level, you think I should reach out. Maybe I'll check on them, or maybe I'll say, thinking of you. Yes. So I have this thought, this feeling, this visual in my mind, in my being of one of you, and I just sent love, and it didn't feel like anything was wrong. So I just said, oh, that's lovely. It was nice, like in my being, I'm talking to myself right now. Oh, that's lovely. It's so nice to feel their presence, right? to think of them. And then I wake up and I go check my messages, and there's one from them, and I open it and I look, and it was 12:58 a.m. I said, yeah, I was asleep. But my consciousness wasn't asleep. And this, what we focus on expand is it's developing rapidly. It's growing exponentially in the way in which it's connected to our discernment. It's connected to our intuition. And it's like a sacred guidance system that's innate within all of us that's coming online. Like, say that phrase real quick. Sacred guidance system. Sacred guidance system. And then just let yourself know, let the mind be given the note to self, like make note mind, go ahead, neural pathway, strengthen on this one. I have a sacred guidance system. I have a sacred guidance system. Yes. Yes. And when I focus on something, I'm turning on that, it's on. When I lean into something and trust myself and move in a certain direction, the sacred guidance system is on. It's on. And I'm available to listen. I'm available to hear. I'm available to receive. And I'm available to trust myself. Okay. You just put focus on massive power points of yourself by holding that thought. By hearing those words, by thinking those words, you just put focus on those spaces of alignment of yourself. Yes. This goes with the seek and you shall find. Have you heard that verse before, that quote before? Seek and you shall find. Yes. And I love to say all the time, you know, what are you seeking? Because you'll find it. So what are you seeking? Knock and it shall be open unto you. Knock. That's an action. Yes, knock. It's you, it's me, it's the person, the being taking an action in a direction of a space of alignment. And when you knock, when you take direction in a certain space of alignment of your life, the door will open. It will open. Some of them are going to open really fast. Some of them are going to take a little longer to open. Some of them are going to crack and then close and then open again. But it will open. So it's really important, imperative, valuable, beneficial. I should just be like a synonym book. Like I say 8 words for every word. It's how my mind does this. Yeah. But we need to be mindful, available to this, what door are we knocking on? Because it's going to open. It's going to open. So be mindful of the creative power you wield with even choosing to knock on whatever door you're knocking on, or choosing to seek whatever you're seeking. If you're seeking the remembrance of the limitless vibrational fields of existence being completely available to you, they will be. Yes. And movement. Yes. Yes. Movement will begin unfolding effortlessly. Effortlessly. We had this happen the other day with one of you who's here as well. We had a conversation about needing to kind of update a specific space, and how it would be helpful if we could update a specific space and get it to be more efficient. And one of you explained what you thought that would look like. And within 24 to 48 hours, I got an email that said, new updates available for this space. We're walking ourselves into this vibrational field of existence that we've never been before. Yet we are so prepared to be. Yes. And it's really quite fascinating. Love that word, right? Feel into it. It's really quite fascinating that if you're here, I'm assuming, but I think it's a safe one, you have been drawn to the preparations, availability on your part to expand your understanding of yourself and expand your understanding of the world around you. It's been something that has called to you. You've always been drawn to read a little deeper, look a little further, listen a little bit more intently. Yes. You've been preparing. I've been preparing me. And we're right on time. We're exactly where we need to be. In this connection point of consciousness as our own individualized space of existence, and as we are as a collective unit here, in connection with the vibrational field of alignment we're on. And all of these beautiful signs and confirmations and flow states. That's what we're doing. Your life is a flow state. Yes! They're all unfolding in alignment with this preparation, with this availability, with this trust level, with this knowledge, with this fascinating you. So focus is key. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you. There's also another one that says, there's a verse that says, I'm paraphrasing, then I'll read the direct, but think on these things. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. I looked up the word think just to get a couple other words to throw in here for us, and I really love what it brought forth, because they kind of each take us into another little facet of processing or being available to the interpretation of what we're doing when we're thinking in connection with what are we thinking about. So when we think, we're pondering. I have a granddaughter. She's going to be 2 in June. She's adorable. And she's really smart. And so she does this little thing now. It's so funny. She likes to take myself or her, she calls him Paba. It's supposed to be Papa with P's, but the second syllable is a B right now, so he's Paba. And so she takes either her Nana or her Paba to the pantry. It's a thing she likes to do, where she gets to pick a little snack, and we help her get it, okay? So her new thing is she walks into the pantry. She's 2, so her little head's just to my thigh, maybe, you know. And she tilts her head back because everything is so far up above her, right? She tilts her head back. She knows where all of her choices are that are, her choices in the pantry. And she takes one finger, legit, this is real, people. She takes one finger, puts it on the bottom of her chin, and goes, So adorable. And I just giggle, and I just sit there and take her in. And she's pondering. She's pondering what she wants to choose. May we ponder? May we be more present to ponder, right? And what we ponder upon, we're considering. That was another word with think, consider, which is lovely because, for me, consider means it's not a done deal yet. I could change my mind. I could change my thought. I could change what I'm thinking on. I'm considering it. And then the next word that came into the beautiful Google AI that tells me other words that mean think is reflect. Reflect. Which made me feel like I have even more time available with the process. I don't have to jump immediately. I don't have to come up with the answer immediately or I want this, or I'm going to look at that, I'm going to choose this, this is what I'm definitely going with. I can reflect for a moment. Like, from the 2-year-old. I even think the sound she makes, I know she got it probably from like a combination of shows like Blue's Clues and Little Bear and different things she watches. She picks up everything so quickly. They like little sponges. But even the sound, I love it because we talk about humming. We talk about your tone. We talk about frequency. We talk about vibration. And as she's thinking, she's bringing in her sound, her tone. We can imagine, we can suppose, we can believe when we think on these things. And the verse I read you is actually a scripture from the Bible, Philippians 4:8, when I said, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And I've known that verse basically my whole life probably, but I really get it at a different level now. When I first heard it and was raised in it as a young child, young adult, I thought of it more in a protective manner. Like if I keep my thoughts on the right things, I can protect myself from the bad things. Which, it's not wrong. That is happening there, right? But there was still I found more of a fear factor in there as I grew and kind of played with it a bit. Played with the idea, played with the topic. I reflected. I pondered. And so then I started thinking about it a little bit from the science side. And how all of the things that were listed were things that had an alignment that we would deem maybe a more positive energy. You're focusing on something that's right, something that's pure, something that's lovely. So it's connecting in for me in the science side of things of I'm energetically choosing an alignment, so be mindful of the one I'm choosing. Yes. And it, for me, goes even further now that I know that vibrational fields of existence are energetically flowing with connection points that are of resonance for that particular field. And if I understand that, if I know that, then that means the way that I process, the way I reflect, the way I think, the way I imagine, the way I suppose, the way I consider, the way I ponder, if it's in alignment with the spaces of connection in that experiential field of existence that I deem optimal, that I see as my space of resonance, then my ponders and reflects and thinks and thoughts and supposes and imagines will match it. So the importance, I guess, the imperativeness of the power of the mind, yes, was kind of amplified, if you will. The last one I wrote down, I know I brought so many today. This is my show and tell for class. The last one I brought for you today was Proverbs 4:23. I've loved this one. I love this one. I've said it. I've never not said this one. I love it. It's science, it's spirit, yes, without separation. So it's Proverbs 4:23. Be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. There's variations of these phrases and of these verses in many cultures. There's variations of these teachings in many spaces in human history. I just brought you 3 from a space I was raised in. But they're good, they're deep, they're rich, and they can meet us right where we're at, and we can meet them where we're at, and we can allow ourselves to remember the power we wield and be available to the sacred senses that are coming on inside of us as we are engaging this power that we wield. We're embodying this power that we wield. That's what we're doing. Every single day, every single night, every single breath, you are the embodiment of these spaces of you. You are the embodiment of these sacred senses. What are we thinking about? And oh man, I remember when I had to really be, had to have a lot of tools. Let's say it like that. I had to have a lot of tools to get me out of my cycles, my patterns, and my ruts. And I remember, the go-to thought. We've talked about that one before, but I remember having to have a go-to thought. I still have one, have some, many, but I'm on like a default setting more so than not. So that means I don't have to go dig for it or like take myself down my bullet points, with a little bit of anxiety and worry because I'm on edge. And the only reason I say this is because if anybody is there, it's not, it's temporary. Yes. And the default setting is being created by you right now. Yes. So I still have the moments where my chemicals in my human body will be doing their ebbing and flowing. And I still have the moments where my nervous system will have a moment of fluctuation. And I still have the moments where my mind and my brain will want to harp on a specific space that maybe isn't what would come under the level of whatsoever is pure, lovely, and admirable. I still have those moments. I'm in a human format, But I have allowed my spiritual self the space to anchor, the space to land, the space to be, and it feels safe here. Yes. It feels welcome here, my spiritual being, and I have merged with myself. Does this make sense to you? And there's a lot of energy moving in the eyes, the right and the left. It's the way we see ourselves, the way we see the world around us, what we've been seeking. Yes. Yes. So this space of us, the vibrational fields of existence completely available to us, and this knowing, and that's a really good word to use here, this knowing of our power, of our sacred senses, of our focus, of our directive. Yes. We have landed this. We are not any longer trying to line it up. Yes. We are not any longer trying to create the alignment strong enough to send out the signal that we're ready, it's done.
Yes. Yes.
This is a mindset for us to all take home today. Some already own it quite nicely. Some are in the middle of digesting what owning it would look like and mean to them. And some are considering.
Yes. Yes.
All are valuable beyond measure. All are valuable beyond measure.
Yes.
Trust yourself and allow, but let us all take this one with us. Let us all bless this one together. Let us all embody this space of, it's done. It's done. And you know, some people, they might want to put a little extra, a little flair on it, because some people are extra. I like it. I'm extra. It's a done deal.
Yes.
It's a done deal. It's a done deal. Everything in your life, your individualized, sacred, unique you, is aligning and aligned perfectly. I have to say both because you're ever expanding. I have to say present tense with past, aligned and aligning, because you're ever expanding. When I say it's done, the done that's done is the space of you're prepared. You're the masterful design who's having the now. You have and are everything you already need to be. So now it's just the having. It's the exploration. It's the being. And you're that ground crew. You're that boots on the ground. You're that first run out. You're that pioneer, you know, boldly going where no human has ever gone before. There are many more like us on the planet, but this is who we are. I'm grateful to be it. I'm excited to be it. And being it means just that. We're being it. That's how this is what we can even talk about. We're being it. We're embodying it. We're living it. We're the walking, talking, breathing space of it. And guess what? Are you ready for this mindset? Are you ready to hold this fascinating mindset? Are you ready to, ponder this one? Oh, I love it. A couple people got on board there. Ponder this one. We'll say it in personal reference, okay? So I'll say it for myself. You say it for yourself. And you can hear it before you say it if you want to make sure you want to say it. I cannot mess it up. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot mess it up. All that is asked of me is to be.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
To live, to embody, to explore, to experience, to expand. I cannot mess it up.
Yes.
And this is mindset check-in, yes. And this that I just spoke is going to be more coming from your heart than your mind. But you know, I saw this lovely woman on TikTok a few days ago. I don't know her name or I would share it with you, but she's beautiful. She has long, wavy, dark black hair, and she wears these really cool glasses that are like white frames. They stand out to you. She's maybe, I don't know, in her late 30s, early 30s, somewhere in there, I'm guessing. But she's very intelligent, and she talks about neuroscience and different topics, and she always says, this is blah, blah, blah in 2 minutes. Somebody may have seen her, but she's fantastic. You know what she spoke about? She spoke about the heart in a biological manner, and she said there's neuro pathways or neurons or whatever. It's like the brain. Yes, I like the mouthing. I can read lips a little bit. Yes, thank you. In the heart. In the heart. I cannot mess it up. Is being thought by your heart and by your brain, by your mind, with your directive. I cannot mess it up. Now, your heart putting forth this directive to your mind, the mind in your head, now that we had that conversation, is important because there are reflections coming in from the collective of humanity that may tell you, and we'll just laugh with that. Could we all just laugh? May tell you that you could mess it up. They might tell you you could. Yes, exactly. So it's very imperative, important, beneficial, optimal, that you allow your heart to tell your mind you cannot mess it up. Trust yourself. Allow the space. Be the space. Embody that I cannot mess it up. Have fun. Dance across your living room as you say, I cannot mess it up. Do a little jig. I don't know, whatever your style is. I like a mix. I like a little break dancing meets a little bit of disco, meets a little bit of... You're going to laugh at this one if you haven't laughed already. Irish dance. I love Irish dance. I love it. My daughters did it when they were young, and it was really fun to be a part of that world. But yeah, let you have your type of style and your type of dance and your type of embodiment, right? Your type of engagement. That is the way in which you land and be this space of knowing that I cannot mess it up. Have fun with life. And life will have fun with you.
Yes.
I will close here in just a minute. But that is an understatement.
Yes. Yes.
To say that you should have fun with life, or you could have fun with life, and life will have fun with you, is an understatement. You can never imagine. I could never imagine. I tried, and this is personal experience. You can have yours. Absolutely. You should, you will. But what I thought would be a fun life, I got, and I have. And then universe said, but did you try this? I think you might like this too. You cannot outdo universe. You cannot outgive universe. You cannot outlove universe. You cannot outthink universe. You cannot, even the concept of what joy is and what a beautiful life is. Universe has an even greater plan and greater picture, and your availability, that's all that's asked, your availability.
Yes. Yes.
And that grandness will flood in.
Yes.